both counties assured of their places in the quarter-finals. Coming here, the acid test for any team, and Dublin won on their last visit here. They're under pressure straight away. Here's TJ Reid from a tricky angle. That's a beautiful strike from TJ Reid, and inside 40 seconds Kilkenny are in front. He's run up some huge totals in the league so far this year, and he's off the mark already. And that's David Tracy, and now Niall McMorrow. Off he goes. And McMorrow has had 2 wides already, but he's made up for it now with a fabulous point. And Dublin get their first score inside 8 minutes here at Nolan Park. And that is a really nice score from Niall McMorrow. Missed 2 earlier on in the game, but backed himself and did his stuff. A point apiece. Colin Cronin couldn't hang on to it, and the attack comes to nothing. Here's Kieran Joyce. Richie Hogan racing out from his corner. Owen O'Donnell behind him, and O'Donnell has been taken out of the game. Here comes Richie Hogan. Should be a point. Is. Kieran Joyce firing the ball forward, and Richie Hogan did the rest. They lead by 3, Kilkenny. We've been playing for 15 minutes. Glenn Freeland's ball forward to Mark Schutte. Now it's Niall McMorrow. Oh, we expected a Dublin man behind him, not TJ Reid of Kilkenny. And TJ Reid from 60 metres away didn't seem to hit that ball that hard at all. Beautiful strike from TJ Reid, and Dublin more or less shooting themselves in the foot, trying to do the right thing. A gift of possession and a gift of a score for TJ Reid, his 3rd. Wonderful catch from Kieran Joyce behind that cluster of players. John Power, just when you thought they were going to cut Dublin apart again, and they may yet do that. Here's TJ Reid. There's Darragh O'Connell there with him, and TJ Reid, another beautiful strike from the Ballyhale Shamrocks man. And he's in the mood, TJ Reid, and Kilkenny starting to get in the groove, and Dublin, well, just 1 point to show for their 19.5 minutes of hurling, and Kilkenny lead by 6 in Nolan Park. Cian O'Callaghan has lost the stick. TJ Reid trying to flick the ball out towards the back of that cluster of players, and that's exactly what Glenn Whelan has managed to do. And now Eamon Dillon. They need a score badly. Dillon with Jackie Tyrrell, and this could work out well for them. McGinn, and it's a goal for Dublin. Fionn McGinn, but they left the back door open for sure, and McGinn wasn't going to miss from there. The goal has come in the 22nd minute, made by Eamon Dillon, and a tidy finish from Fionn McGinn, and Dublin are back in business. 7 points to 1-1. Wonderful catch by John Joe Farrell, and he's dragged back, and a free in, and a certain point coming up for TJ Reid, which will be the first score after the Dublin goal. But they've had issues in front of the post, but TJ Reid does not miss from there. 8 points to 1-1. Oisin Goff. A risky game. They go again. Gary Maguire wasn't happy with the options up the field. They really just need to get rid of it, and they've got it up to David Tracy, but he was almost dispossessed and was by Padraig Walsh. Dublin playing too much hurling, too close to their own goal, and taking risks, and those risks punished by Padraig Walsh. Got one of the biggest roars of the day from the Kilkenny fans here in Nolan Park for this score from Padraig Walsh. His persistence paid off. Nice finish too. Darragh O'Connell, a stylish hurler, and there's 3 Kilkenny men near him. He's not exactly slow either. Deserves a point, Darragh O'Connell, but he's put it wide. He has put it wide. That's their 7th wide. The shooting from both teams has left a lot to be desired. Kilkenny have hit 8, Dublin have hit 7. Dermot Cody. That's for John Power. Here comes Richie. Oh, wonderful. How did he get away from Owen O'Donnell? And Richie Hogan with a stunning point. That is one of the scores of the match, no question about it. It's his 2nd. But Owen O'Donnell was there with him, and Richie Hogan managed to get back to his feet, sliding in. That's a great point. And still, Dublin haven't scored since they got their goal. Just 2 scores in the match so far. Dermot Cody. Lester Ryan for Walter Walsh to chase. Oisin Goff is there with him. Liam Rush came across, and Walter Walsh from such a difficult angle opens his account. They're really starting to move now. They have hit 10 wides. I thought he was almost 2 wide, but how many times have we seen him score from those positions? Eamon Dillon seeing more of the ball, but hard for him to do any damage out on the 65-metre line. Eamon Dillon goes past Padraig Walsh and has another crack at it, and they desperately needed that. That's come 11 minutes after the Dublin goal. Kilkenny have scored 6 points during that time, and Eamon Dillon with a very important point. It's still a long way back, but it is a start. Dublin, if they are to keep their winning run going, are going to need to start very quickly. David Tracy for Eamon Dillon, who's got away from Joey Holden, but still a long way out. The angle is difficult. Eamon Dillon fires that in, and that's another fine point from Eamon Dillon. He's the route back towards Kilkenny for Dublin. Well, he's got a reaction out of his team, Ger Cunningham. But there's still a lot of work to be done to get closer to Kilkenny. Padraig Walsh. That came off the shoulder of Cian O'Callaghan. Liam Rush couldn't bring it under control. Lester Ryan. A clever little ball to TJ Reid. He should score and does score from there. Pass to him from Lester Ryan. Beautiful bit of skill from the Clara midfielder, and TJ Reid did his stuff. TJ Reid has now scored 8 points for Kilkenny. Richie Hogan out with Cian O'Callaghan. That was Oisin Goff. This is Walter Walsh, and it should be a point. A gift. Massive roar from Nolan Park. Oisin Goff was trying to do the right thing. Well, Walter Walsh certainly did the right thing. 20 points Kilkenny have scored for the day. Add that to the 12 wides, and they lead by 20 points to 1-8. Kilkenny have been able to keep Dublin at arm's length for most of this game and reply and respond when they've needed to, and Lester Ryan does that again. That's a really fine score from Lester Ryan, who's had a super game at midfield for Kilkenny. He's been full of energy, and when the chances are there, he's taken them. That's his 2nd point. Liam Rush. Johnny McCaffrey. Now, there was no pressure on him that time, and that's a nice score from Johnny McCaffrey. They won't give up. There's still an awful lot to be done to put Kilkenny under any serious pressure here in Nolan Park. We're inside the final 10 minutes. Johnny McCaffrey back to Liam Rush, well inside his own half. Liam Rush, he's given that absolutely everything, and that sailed over the bar. A stunning point from Liam Rush with 9 minutes to go. They need more of that. And they're enjoying the sunshine in Nolan Park. Here comes Niall McMorrow. Fionn McGibb is free again. They need a goal, and here's Eamon Dillon. Can he give it to them? Eamon Dillon, and it's come off Richie Reid and out for a 65. Really good goalkeeping from Richie Reid. He got out and closed the distance between himself and Eamon Dillon, but this should have been a goal. And there was the whistle for full time. Kilkenny did most of the damage in the first half. Both teams hit an awful lot of wides, 14 each, but Kilkenny win in Nolan Park by 23 points to